The bird lowers its head and begins probing the skin near the giraffe's eye. The giraffe could shake it away with a single movement. Instead, it stands almost perfectly still. Far above the grass, the oxpecker searches the folds of skin, the edge of the mane, and places the giraffe cannot easily inspect. To the bird, this towering animal is not simply a host. It is a moving landscape filled with opportunity. But this is not a story of kindness. The giraffe may gain relief from unwanted organisms while the oxpecker gains food. And sometimes, the line between helping and taking advantage is not easy to see. So why does Africa's tallest animal allow such a tiny visitor to search its body? For an oxpecker, landing on a giraffe is like arriving on a living tower. The bird grips the hair and uneven skin with strong feet. It moves along the neck, disappears briefly beneath the mane, then travels across the shoulders and down the broad slope of the back. Every part of the journey offers a new place to search. A giraffe can reach leaves that few other animals can touch. Its long neck gives it access to food high above the savanna. But that same enormous body contains areas that are difficult to inspect closely. The mane, the shoulders, the upper back, the skin around the face. These become feeding stations for a bird small enough to move through them one patch at a time. The oxpecker is searching for food. It may pick at ticks, other small invertebrates, and material found on the surface of the skin. Hair, folds, and sheltered areas can offer places where these food sources are easier to find. For the bird, the reward is immediate. The giraffe carries a broad feeding ground wherever it walks. There is no need for the oxpecker to search every blade of grass or turn over soil. It can ride above the ground while examining a warm, textured surface for its next meal. The giraffe's benefit is harder to measure. When an oxpecker removes an irritating organism, the host may experience some relief. Areas that are difficult for the giraffe to reach may receive attention from a much smaller and more precise beak. But tolerance should not be confused with friendship. The oxpecker is not treating the giraffe. It is not making a decision to provide care. It is feeding, and its own survival comes first. That distinction changes the meaning of the relationship. An action can benefit both animals without either one understanding it as cooperation. The bird finds food. The giraffe may lose some unwanted passengers. As long as the cost remains low enough, the arrangement can continue. But not every movement of the oxpecker is necessarily helpful. The same bird that removes something irritating may also investigate tender, damaged, or sensitive skin. A vulnerable area can offer moisture or other feeding opportunities, and the oxpecker may continue probing even when the contact provides little benefit to the giraffe. This is where the simple image of a helpful cleaning bird begins to break apart. The oxpecker can be useful in one moment and opportunistic in the next. The giraffe may stand quietly while the bird works along its neck, then flick its skin, shift its body, or move its head when the contact becomes irritating. Acceptance can change from one part of the body to another and from one moment to the next. The relationship is not a fixed agreement. It is a continuous negotiation shaped by appetite, irritation, access, and tolerance. Removing the bird also requires effort. A giraffe could shake its body, move its head, or disturb the oxpecker's balance. But if the bird is causing little discomfort and may occasionally remove something irritating, there may be no strong reason to force it away. The oxpecker, meanwhile, must respond to every movement beneath its feet. A twitch of skin can interrupt its search. A sudden turn of the neck can send it into the air. The bird must keep its balance while working on an animal that never stops being a living, moving giant. This creates an unusual partnership. The giraffe provides height, transport, protection from some dangers on the ground, and an enormous surface to search. The oxpecker may provide a useful service in return, but only as a side effect of feeding itself. Neither animal needs loyalty. Neither needs gratitude. And neither must benefit equally from every encounter. The relationship only needs to remain worthwhile often enough for both animals to continue tolerating it. Near the giraffe's face, the oxpecker lowers its beak once more. It searches one tiny area of skin, then steps forward and begins again. Above the savanna, the smallest movements reveal the true nature of the partnership. Not an act of generosity, but a balance between need, opportunity, and the limits of what each animal will accept.